Who am I looking at? Just you?
The family of an 18-year-old tennis standout and straight-A high school senior has created a nonprofit in his honor. Last month, Braun Levi was walking home when he was hit and killed by a suspected drunk driver. Braun's family is now keeping his memory alive by encouraging everyone to live like Braun. His mother, Jennifer Levi, is joining us now to share her son's story and the lasting legacy he leaves behind. You're joining us with a smile on your face. And you know, the first question I asked when you walked in the studio, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm sure everyone who's been following this story wants to know how you're doing.
It depends on the hour. It depends on the day. But we have been supported by so much strength from our community and from living like Braun and from making his legacy known to the world.
And it's so amazing to see you find the strength to do that. I know grief comes in waves, so as you said, every hour is different, but to find the strength to make meaning behind his legacy immediately after his death is just beautiful. Tell us more about your son. We understand he was a star student, star athlete. What do you want people to know about him?
Well, we always say live like Braun, and that's how we're trying to live like Braun. And Braun, the most important thing about Braun is that he lived by leading with kindness, inclusivity, enthusiasm, creativity. He was intuitive. He was everybody's best friend. Every situation he walked into, it was, I'm going to make this a better situation, be it big or small.
Yeah. Just a beautiful spirit. Okay, so you've started a foundation. You keep saying live like Braun. What does that mean through this foundation, and how are you going to continue his legacy?
Well, first of all, we want to provide children or kids the opportunity to have access to education and to live like Braun. And we are going to do that through helping them with their education, access to education. We want them to live their academic dreams. We're also starting a movement called Live Like Braun. We want to inspire everyone to live like Braun. We want them to live big, love big, take risks, embrace life, live like Braun.
And that must be part of what's keeping you going. Thinking that your son lived such a beautiful life, he seemed to just love life from everything we hear about him.
Braun was magnetic. Every room, every situation that he walked into, he had bright blue eyes, a big smile. He made everything better. He made everyone feel seen. And he was everybody's best friend.
Absolutely. Not only did you lose your son, before then you guys lost your home in the Palisades fire. And Braun was actually helping other fire victims, I understand, even though you guys had lost your home. Tell us about what he was doing to help fire victims.
We lost our home in the Palisades fire.
And I'm sorry
it was devastating. Braun and I witnessed it together. And of course, there's a day or two of sadness. But then Braun said, you know what? We're okay. We're going to make the best of this situation. He got a support group together at his high school. He bonded with the local people in the new neighborhood we moved into, and he started weekly volleyball games. He embraced his new life. He started a support group, and he said, we're not going to be sad about this. We're going to make this fun, and we're going to move forward. And that's living like Braun.
Absolutely. So telling of who he was as a person. As a mother, we talked about grief being hard. People understand it from different angles, but to lose your child, how are you dealing with that as a mother? Do you have other parents who can support you through this?
It's the worst pain that I would say any family could ever carry. Some days every breath hurts. It's an awful tragedy. And what makes it worse is that it's a tragedy that maybe could have been prevented.
Right. Can we talk a little bit about that? His death is because of a suspected drunk driver. Where does that investigation stand, and what do you take out of that since it could have been prevented?
Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss a lot of details, but what I can say was that the woman who killed him was a repeat offender, and she's no longer in jail, and she had a suspended license, and that makes me really angry. It makes me sad and angry because this could have been prevented. And another cause of our foundation is we would like to prevent these tragedies from happening again.
Yeah, it's just so admirable that you've immediately gotten to work to try to rectify other people's lives when I know that you are dealing with so much pain. So thank you so much for coming in studio today. We will all live like Braun in his honor, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, guys, for more information on the Live Like Braun Foundation, you can go to kcalnews.com and click Seen on TV.